Hello everyone, welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson 1. We're working with powers and exponents. So scan the lesson, predict two things that we will be discussing. Hold up, gotta fix something real quick. So two things is, one is going to be numbers using exponents are called powers. The next thing is powers can be multiplied to find products. So powers can be multiplied to find products. It says a product like factors can be written in exponential form using an exponent as a base. The base is the number used as a factor. The exponent tells how many times a base is going to be used as a factor. So we're going to fill in these spots. So it says the base is the number used as a factor. So we know factors are when we multiply two numbers or more together. So that must mean the base is going to be here because the base is used as is the same as the factors. And that leaves my last one, my exponent. My exponent tells me how many factors we have. So we have two factors of 10, so 10 times 10. This is give an example of an exponent. So I can do 8 cubed, or 8 to the third power. Write the definition of an exponent in your own words. So we can say an exponent is how many times the base is used as a factor. The real-world link. MP3 players come in different storage sizes, such as 2 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes, or 16 gigabytes. Where GB means gigabytes. 1 gigabyte is equal to 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, however many times. What is this number with exponents? So what we do here is we have to count the number of tens. So we know our base is going to be 10. Now our exponent is how many tens there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to say that is 10 to the power of 9. So that's 10 multiplied by itself 9 times. This is write products as powers. So numbers expressed using exponents are also called powers. For example, 100 is a power of 10 because it can be written as 10 squared. Numbers like 100 are perfect squares because they are squares of whole numbers. Perfect cubes are numbers with 3 identical whole number factors such as 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. So the number 64 is a perfect cube. Another example is going to be 10 to the third power, which is 1,000. 1,000 is also a perfect cube. So it says write 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 using an exponent. So we know 6 is our base because that's the factor that's being repeated. And there's 4 sixes, so it's going to be 6 to the 4th power. So example 2, write 4 times 4 times 4 using an exponent. So the factor 4 is going to be the base. The factor is multiplied 3 times. So my exponent is 3. So I can write this as 4 to the third power. So go ahead and try A and B. So my base is going to be, so I have to write each product using an exponent. So I have 7 and then to the 4th power. And then this is 9 to the 7th power because there's 4 7s and there's 7 9s. So 9 to the 7th power. So now we're going to write powers as products. So this is when instead of finding the exponent, we're going to do the opposite. So 5 squared, or 5 to the second power, as a product of the same factor. Then find the value. So I'm going to do this first, product of the same factor. So product means to multiply, and it's the same factor. So I have 5 times 5. Those are the same factors. And since there's 2 5s, that's where I get my squared from. And we know 5 times 5 equals 25. Same thing with 1/2 to the third power. We have 1/2. So we're going to write the product of the same factor, that is first. So I have my factors and they're all the same, and I do it 3 times because it's to the third power. And this is going to be equal to 375 thousandths. Example 5, we have 1/2 cubed. So we have 1/2, we're going to write that 3 times because the exponent is 3. 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So go ahead and try the got it, C, D, and E. So we have 10, we have that 5 times. So we have 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And that's going to equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100,000. And then we have 2 and 1/10 squared. So that's going to be 2 and 1/10 times 2 and 1/10. And that's going to equal 4 and 41/100ths. And then we have 1/4 times 1/4. That's going to equal 1/16. Last example is the zoo has an aquarium that holds 7 to the 4th gallons of water. About how many gallons of water does it hold? So we do 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. That equals 2,401 gallons of water. So go ahead and try F and pause the video. So Michigan has more than 10 to the 4th inland lakes. Find the values of 10 to the 4th. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So this should be 10,000. But that is the end of the video, so thank you for watching.